And here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and today we have Celtic versus Jablonec in the second leg of the Europa qualifying round 3. Celtic off to a great result. Well, they got a great result last week against Jablonec 4-2. Maybe questions were asked about their defence last week. However, come the weekend, they really took the headlines in Scottish football. Thrash Dundee 6-0, and their new star man Thiago Furuhashi bagging a hat-trick. What a game that was for Celtic, and they'll be looking to build on that result and try and keep that winning feeling going, and of course try and get a place in that Europa League playoff round, which of course is against AZ Alkmaar next Thursday. I've got the St Johnstone versus Galatasaray game on at the moment. What a game that is, by the way. If you didn't hear the atmosphere earlier on, it was absolutely electric. That's in Perth. It's a real shame, you know, as a fan of the whole Scottish game and stuff like that. Of course, this channel's dedicated to Scottish football. It's very, very sad to kind of see that the St Johnstone fans, they've got such a great fans and support at the stadium. It's just sad to see that they don't show up for their actual league games. McDermott Park is a complete sellout to this evening against Galatasaray, and they're really having their big night, and they're holding very, very well. So I'm going to be watching that whilst we wait for the Celtic game to kick off at 1:45. I'll go through the team lineups for Celtic, of course, as well. I'm not going to be commentating on the Galatasaray game. I'm just going to have it on the background, give you a little update if anything happens. But yeah, guys, what a game anyway. 2 seconds, let me just sort that one out. There we go, got the game up there in the background. Cool, happy days. Oh crap, wrong one. Volume, there you go. Happy days, yeah, just on in the background whilst we wait for this one. I'm going to go through the team lineups for this game, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I say, this is going to be a cracker in terms of, well, it could be just a real good Celtic performance. As I say, Celtic are pretty much through, let's be honest. But look, it's a chance to build up on what they did at the weekend there, and try and maybe go out there and get some more goals. And like, as I say, winning is an addictive feeling. As I say, there's a lot of talk about there being a disaster at Celtic at the moment, well, a week ago. But yeah, I mean, look, what a chance. They've got 2 wins on the bounce, a 3rd win, and winning is just momentum, and it just breeds a certain mentality. And Celtic will be definitely looking to go out there and try and maybe score another 5 or 6 goals again here tonight. So yeah, and another special night as well. The fans obviously return to Celtic Park to get behind in the numbers, which is the first time in a long time. So yeah. Let's have a look who's in the old live chat. What's everybody saying? I can't see everybody. Mark, is it live commentary? What else is everyone saying? It's just a chat. Yeah, guys, this is just commentary, troops. This is just commentary. You know, if you're used to my channel, that is usually the case. But yeah. But yeah, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Let's try and get to 50 likes. Get your score predictions down there below in the old live chat. Galatasaray and St Johnstone currently 0-0, 20 minutes played in that game. As I said, a massive night there for St Johnstone at the moment. It's a shame that the Europa League have put both games on at pretty much clashing at the same time, because I wanted to watch both like I did last week. But it is what it is, I suppose. But Galatasaray do have having a little bit of the ball here as they put another ball into the danger area. But as I say, St Johnstone will just look to try and hold out and wait till the end of the game and try and nick it like they do against Rangers and Celtic sometimes, or the bigger teams in Scotland. They're a really impressive side, St Johnstone. Creative says, hey Dan, Celtic 5-1 winners. There you go. Nice one, guys. Keep on getting those more score predictions down there below. I'm just going to go through the team lineups now here for Celtic quick, and Jablonec, of course. Hart retains his place in goal, of course. Joe Hart in goal. Ralston, Welsh, Starfelt and Taylor in the middle. Sorry, at the back, should I say. Turnbull, Rogic and McGregor in the midfield. And then up top is Forrest, Furuhashi and Christie. So no sign of Odsonne Edouard again. And of course, the hat-trick hero from last week gets another start up top for Celtic. As for the Jablonec team, again, sorry for any pronunciation on this one. There's Hannes in goal, Krob, Zaleli, Kubasta and Holik at the back. In the midfield is Pilar, Huska, Bovenzevic, Kratajivil, Pestil, and up top on his own is Dolezal. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pretend and know if I know that's a strong lineup. That could be that could be anybody. I do not know any of those players. But let's just say a quick thing about Jablonec. Look, last week against Celtic, of course Celtic went on and scored 4 goals, but right at the end they did score a second goal. They managed to score 2 goals against Celtic. Probably it was defensive mistakes. And towards the end, I think John Hartson said it as well, is the fact that the Celtic kind of let them back into the game right at the end. Of course, Celtic went on to go get the 4th goal, but this game could have been a lot different if they hadn't scored that 4th goal. But that's just something to worry about. I don't think Celtic need to be worried tonight at all in terms of thing. I think they'll go through very, very comfortably. I think they'll go score maybe 4 or 5 goals. But yeah, look, it's a game to try and play around with that defence and try and get better at defending. Of course, they were better against Dundee. They kept a clean sheet. But look, it's all about creating that momentum going into this one. Mark Daly says Celtic 2-0. James says 5-0. Is Europa League a cash cow? It's better than the SPFL in terms of money for sure. I mean, if St Johnstone qualify, it's a different ball game. Although Celtic do have a really, really hard playoff round. Should they, well, they will qualify tonight. Should they get through, they have a really hard next round against AZ Alkmaar. Again, look, Celtic can beat them, of course, but AZ Alkmaar were playing Champions League last season, I think. And I think they actually managed to get a result against Man United. So they're not... I know when you think of Dutch football, you kind of think of PSV Eindhoven, you think of Ajax Amsterdam, but... yeah, I mean, AZ Alkmaar are a bit of a force these days, to be fair. It's pretty good. Abada should be in the team, says Josephy. Yeah, I was impressed with Lil Abada. He looks like a decent player, a decent signing for Celtic. As I said, I thought he was quite good, but obviously he's gone with different areas. I mean, Forrest is pretty good. I mean, he's still trying to get up to the form he was before the injury, but look, he's definitely he's almost like a new signing for Celtic this year. Still 0-0 at the moment between St Johnstone and Galatasaray, guys. I think we'll catch this until the half time, and obviously Celtic game starts at 1:45, so 20 minutes. I've got it on at the moment. One of the McCann there in the middle of the park, just getting done there for a foul. But look, they're holding their own here, St Johnstone. Remember. 1-1 on aggregate at the moment, 0-0 here on the night, no away goals either. If that was the case, St Johnstone would be going through right now, but at the moment, of course, a long way to go. But if it does stay as it is, it will go to extra time. You should be, you going to put it on for us, says Sean. No, sorry man, this is a live commentary. I do the commentary for it, bro. Aodan says 4-0 Celtic. Nice one. Guys, keep getting your score predictions down there below. One of the top clubs in Europe versus Jablonec, 12th of August. No word, says Derby Crash. Abada will be a good sub coming on, especially if Celtic are on the lead by then. Look, yeah, Celtic looking to try and maybe score a few goals tonight. They need to just keep this momentum going, I suppose. A tough game on Saturday, albeit it is at Celtic Park. They play Hearts in the League Cup. Look, it's a very hard game. Look, Hearts have already proved this season. They beat Celtic on the first game of the league campaign. Look, so it's going to be a very difficult game. So. Look, maybe getting a rest to those players that have been playing a lot of football lately. Maybe just get on there, try and get a couple goals and then change things about. But, yeah, they should really be prioritising Sunday. I think it's Sunday for those two players anyway, for sure. Where can you watch it? Usually you just use like streaming sites, bro. Or it's on Premier Sports tonight if you want that. Oh, Galatasaray there. St Johnstone just clearing away there with care again. As I said, they're holding their own here, St Johnstone. Pretty good. Still can't believe Galatasaray are in town at Perth. Probably the biggest European giants they've ever had at the club. Obviously minus in Celtic and Rangers. But yeah, Galatasaray are one of the biggest teams in European football. Albeit haven't got the quality what they once were. But in the early sort of 10s, 2012, 13, 14, etc. Galatasaray were always in the last 16 of the Champions League. All the time. So yeah, crazy to see St Johnstone hosting them. It's just a crazy watch. Billy Dunn says, he's not even in the team. Oh, I didn't see it. Is Abada not on the bench either? I'll have a little look at that one. Beaton's on the bench. Barkas, Bain, Bolingoli. That's a shout, by Bolingoli. Celtic fans, what do you think Bolingoli should be doing? Do you think he should be back in the team? Do you reckon Celtic should give him another chance? Obviously, he had a bit of a mare last year, went away to Spain or whatever he did. But do you think Celtic fans, do you think he should get another chance, or do you want him shipped out the door? He is on the bench today, so he could be a better option. I think did he play right back? Could be a better option than Ralston, should I say. But let me go through the team lineups one more time here for Celtic, guys. Joe Hart's in goal, Ralston, Welsh, Starfelt and Taylor at the back. In the midfield is Turnbull, Rogic and Callum McGregor. And then up top is Forrest, Furuhashi and Christie. So, as I said, a pretty strong side there. Similar to the one, I think there's there's one change. I think Abada on for Forrest for Abada. I think that's the only change from the weekend. I'm trying to go through it now. Furuhashi, Christie. I think that's the only change, but then again, there who goes. Zippy Blue says, who the F is Jablonec? They again Celtic get pipped by Wolves Digros. Come on, Jablonec, says somebody there. Bolly deserves another chance, maybe prove himself a bit. Look, he wasn't dropped out of the team for his football ability. He was dropped out of the team for disciplinary. Again, look, he's been punished for a year, so if I was in charge, I'd give the player another shot, especially Celtic are lacking quality in that area. He could be a new signing. You never know. So yeah, I would definitely keep him at the club for sure. Guys, can I ask you, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 50 likes if possible. Celtic, if you want Celtic to win, hit that like button. Let's see how many Celtic fans are here in the live stream. I'm currently watching Galatasaray at the moment against St. Johnstone. Still 0-0 as things stand. Or maybe not. Martin Ross has just gave me an update. I am on the BBC iPlayer, which can be a bit slow. So I think Martin Ross has just ruined it for me. No. Why is the iPlayer so fucking slow? Bad one. Either way, Kerr has the ball there anyway. Oh no, I can see it now happening. No. I wanted St. Johnstone to qualify. They still have a chance, I mean. Oh, there you go, that's the goal there. Poor St. Johnstone, man. There you go, 1-0 up here, Galatasaray. Half an hour in. Crazy stuff there, the Galatasaray coaching team all celebrating their Van Arnold and all that. So much quality in that team as well. Poor St. Johnstone. There's still plenty of time in it, way in this game still. They've played well as well. They just need to not make sure the floodgates don't open. That would be good. Celtic should be a regular customer of Champions League, as it always has been. Why this involution? Well, Celtic didn't win the league last year. That's why. I mean, this year the Champions League. This year whoever wins the league goes straight into the groups. It just showed there of Rangers that is there a little gap between Scottish football and the Champions League? I don't know. I mean, usually I would have said that Rangers and Celtic should be beating teams like Malmo and like Michelin for Celtic's case. They really should. I don't know if it plays into part that both those teams are in the middle of their season. They might be match fit, but Rangers was bad defending quality and Celtic were kind of all over the place anyway in terms of the players that they had available, etc, etc. But yeah, I mean, look, it is a bit of apparent that there is a bit of a gap between Scottish football and the Champions League group stages. So this year, whoever wins the league obviously needs to be putting in. Whoever wins the league is a guaranteed Champions League spot at play. So they need to really represent Scotland if they get in there for sure, because it's getting harder and harder getting through these playoff rounds now. But Rangers will definitely look at it as an opportunity missed. Celtic. Look, they were going to go. It was always going to be hard for Celtic anyway. They had PSV Eindhoven. I don't care how good quality you are. PSV Eindhoven would have been a tough ask anyway. They're like an established. They're always in the Champions League every year anyway. So that would have always been a bit of a tough ask. They beat Ajax 4-0, I think, in the Super Cup at the weekend there. So yeah, crazy stuff. Let me go through the scores quickly at the moment in the Europa League. For the Rangers fans joining in, Alice Gert is the team that Rangers will play next Thursday in the Europa League playoff round. They're an Armenian team. Good news for Celtic is that Rangers have to travel 5,000 miles to Aliskert, which is in Armenia, a few days before the Old Firm, which is always a tough ask. Armenia is miles and miles away, so yeah, very tough ask, I suppose. Rapid Vienna currently 1-1 between them and Anorthesius. Kyle Lafferty scoring in that Europa League match as well. But currently Rapid Vienna are winning 4-1 on aggregate. So they will probably drop down to the Europa Conference League. And then, of course, Galatasaray 1-0 up against St. Johnstone. St. Johnstone, obviously, not out of Europe if they do lose this game. They'll drop down into the Europa Conference League. And maybe have another shot at it. But look, they've still got plenty of time left in this game. Guys, we're around 15 minutes away from kickoff here. An exciting game for Celtic as they look to eye a place in that Europa playoff round. Basically, just qualify into there and have one, because it's great for finances as well, against AZ Alkmaar. What a game that's going to be set out to be. But of course, Celtic just need to get the job done here tonight. Pretty much there, but look, they'll want to go out with a bit of style, go in there with a bit of style and try and rack up some more goals and really keep that momentum going from the weekend. As I said, it's a big game on Sunday for Hearts. Celtic, I think Sunday or Saturday, one of the two, and that's Hearts versus Celtic. So a real tough game there, but winning momentum and keep on and pushing forward is always big. Guys, please do smash that like button. Get your score predictions down there below as well. Help out the old channel. Subscribe. As I say, we will be back tomorrow. In fact, Rangers versus Dunfermline tomorrow, and then we've got Celtic versus Hearts on the Sunday. For those of you that are channel regulars, I'll put a link down tomorrow after the Rangers game for the Premier League channel. We're back with Premier League action on Saturday, so for those of you into English Premier League, I'll be doing some live commentaries for the Premier League as well. So you can jump over there. But of course, guys, Scottish football does take the priority with my time, so we never miss Celtic, Rangers, etc, etc. So it's the Premier League, just a little side thing for a bit of fun, you know. What else have we got in here? Paul Mack says Celtic 4-1. A lot of the Celtic fans going for a conceded goal. Is this just what it's going to be now? Everyone's saying 4-1, 4-2. I know Ange Postecoglou plays really high. You just accepting the fact that they're going to score a goal. I see Gone Rogue as MIA after discussion we had about the Malmo missing in action, says Mark Daly. Gone Rogue might be in later, or he'll be in the League Cup match tomorrow, probably. Also, I'd like to remind you before we get into the game as well, guys, please do consider becoming a member. You can become a member, guys, by pressing the join button next to the subscribe button. Get access to Celtic emojis and Jablonec emojis for tonight's game, depending on who you support. But mental stuff here, and I think something may have just gone crazy here. I'm about to turn the volume up because I think St. Johnstone goal's coming. Oh my goodness me. St. Johnstone, I think, have scored a goal. Hold up. Here's Kane. That goes out for a throw in there for St. Johnstone. A chance here. As I said, went 1-0 down. Galatasaray winning 1-0. Can St. Johnstone find a goal here? 10 minutes before half-time. Ball goes into the danger area there from St. Johnstone. And they've won themselves a corner there, St. Johnstone. Chance to put a ball in there, into the danger area. This is crazy stuff, by the way. If St. Johnstone can capitalise from this, as I said, I think there's been a bit of a leak down in the live chat. But St. Johnstone may have just scored a goal here. And we're going to sit it on now. Let's listen to this roar if we can. McCann, I think, is going to deliver this one into the danger area here for the boys from Perth. Ball goes in. There's the header. Jason Kerr. Kane in. That's over the line. That's in the guy back of the net. It's 1-1 here. St. Johnstone. McDermott Park has gone electric. It's erupted. Oh my goodness me. St. Johnstone 1. Galatasaray 1. 2-2 on aggregate. Oh my goodness me. Oh my god. That stadium's gone in berserk. Wow. What a game for St Johnstone. I know this is the Celtic live stream, guys. We will have the Celtic game on in a second, but St Johnstone have just equalised against Galatasaray. It's 2-2 on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. No away goals. Crazy stuff from St Johnstone. Oh my goodness me, in the back of the net. Oh, what a goal there by Kane. Oh my goodness me. Oh, mate. Oh, what a goal there. It's got a berserk at St Johnstone in Perth. Where's that atmosphere all the time for St Johnstone? Crazy stuff. Guys, don't worry, Celtic fans, don't go anywhere. We'll move back to the Celtic chat again. Sorry, guys, I was getting really excited there. Mental. Right, yes, go through the team lineups again for Celtic quickly, guys. As I said, 4-2 is the score at the moment. Joe Hart's in goal, Anthony Ralston, Stephen Welsh, Carl Starfelt and Taylor at the back. In the midfields, David Turnbull, Tom Rogic, Callum McGregor, and then up top is Forrest, Furuhashi and Christie. A similar side to the team that beat Dundee at the weekend. As I said, I think Forrest is the only player that's kind of dropped. And, no, sorry. I think Leila Barda is the only player that goes out of the team and bring in... they bring in James Forrest there. So, yeah, I don't think Leila Barda is even in the starting thing, by the way. So, not even in the squad, the matchday squad. He's not even on the bench or anything. So, yeah, just goes to show that he won't be involved. What else have we got in here anyway, guys? This is crazy. Come on, Jablonec, someone says. Don't think you've got many Jablonec fans. Yeah, I know. I don't... Honestly, I've never heard of Jablonec before this game. Before Celtic played them last week, or Celtic drew them. As I said, it sounds crazy, but I have not. And I always feel like I'm pretty like reversed with like different leagues and stuff, but I never have heard of Jablonec in my life. Probably much like Galatasaray fans have never heard of St Johnstone. We did the stream last week. It was such a good game. I don't know why these two ties have been put together. It's so annoying. Usually when you've got two Scottish teams playing in Europe, you've got one on at one time and one on at the other time. Oh, there we go. There's a foul there as well. Yeah, because I would have loved to watch the whole of this game as well. But of course, Celtic fans, don't worry, I've got you, and we've got the Celtic game on in a few minutes, guys. Kickoff is in around 5 minutes' time. Try 14 in get in Jablonec. When did Rangers last win the Champions League against us? Like Lingardinho. Guys, just before we get underway here, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I said, we do cover a lot of Scottish football. The Celtic fans that are just tuning in, yeah, please do. As I said, we cover every Celtic game. We're back for Hearts v Celtic. Rangers fans, of course, looking for that upset. Oh, that's a red, surely. That is a red card there from Galatasaray. I'd be getting a red card. That is it? Is it? That's a red, surely. That is a red card. He needs to go off there. Is the referee going to do the right thing? Surely. Surely that is a red card there for Galatasaray. Oh my god. He's not. I think he's got a yellow card out. Mate, that's a red. All day long. How's he... Is it? I don't know. I don't know if he's already on a yellow there. He's definitely not been dismissed anyway. That's crazy. Few minutes anyway, guys. Celtic will kick off in a couple minutes, guys. Remember, I'll go through those team lineups quickly. Sorry, I'm just a bit distracted. Got the game on the background. Don't worry, we'll be ready for kickoff for the Celtic match. But Hart is in goal. Ralston, Welsh, Starfelt and Taylor at the back for Celtic. Turnbull, Rogic, McGregor, Forrest, Furuhashi and Christie up top. As for the Jablonec side, it is Hannes in goal. Again, sorry for any pronunciations to the Croatians tuning in. It's Krob, Zerneni, Kubizista, Holik. And then in the midfield is Pila, Huska, Povenzavik, Kratojvili, Pestil, and then up top is Dolazal. Again, I didn't never study Croatian in my... I'm saying Croatian, it's Czech Republican. Sorry, Czech Republic. Again, my my geography there, bad. Yeah, Czech Republic, not Croatian, Czech Republic. But yeah, St. Johnstone have another corner kick here as well. Crazy stuff. Could they nick something here before half time? Dermot Park's gone absolutely electric. Surely not. Oh, that goes wide there. That should have been anyway. Oh, poor guys. Just getting the Celtic game loaded up now, ready to go. Remember, Hibernian are in action as well tonight. Mate, I've not even stuck the scores down there. I'm so unorganised tonight. What time's the Aberdeen game on at? Oh, yeah, same time. I need to get them up. Where's the Celtic match? Celtic. There we go. Celtic v Jablonec. There we go. Ready to go. Happy days. Got that game ready to go there, troops. And St. Johnstone are nearly there towards half-time. Big famous, 45 minutes potentially away from extra time, and then anything can happen. They've got a good little record in that competition, on penalties. Beat Rangers in the Scottish Cup. Some really good penalties last year, in fact. That was, real good. Who do you want, guys? Hibernian or Aberdeen result? I think I'll put the Hibernian one through. Oh, Rijeka are 1-0 up against Hibernian. Not all going good for the Scottish teams tonight. Probably shouldn't be losing that game there, Hibs. Really shouldn't be. A chance to go in the playoff round of the Europa Conference League as well. Oh, that would be a bad result for Scotland if they go out against Rijeka. I really do think so. I think they're better than them. I think they should be aiming to try and win that one. As I said, it is 2-1. It's still early days. I don't think it's got to half-time just yet, but I think Hibs should be trying to win that one for sure. But fuck it. On to this Celtic match now. Celtic players are out for this one, guys. A full-packed Celtic Park for this evening. As I said, Joe Hart, Anthony Ralston, Stephen Welsh, Cole Starfelt and Taylor at the back. In the midfields, David Turnbull, Callum McGregor. And up top is James Forrest, Tom Rogic, Ryan Christie, and then Thiago Furuhashi again as a centre-forward. Remember, Celtic had a really good game at the weekend against Dundee. Thiago Furuhashi was the man that scored a hat-trick, and now there's a full house here at Celtic Park for the first time in around 500 odd days. It's been a long time coming, but Celtic Park is alive again, if you want to put it that way. A lot of fans back in the building again, and Celtic will be looking to try and keep that momentum going in to that all-important League Cup match on Saturday against Hearts of Midlothian. Here we go, troops. Who we got in the live chat? I'm just going to end the poll. 90% of you think Celtic will qualify, and 10% of you think Jablonec will qualify. Well, the 10% there need to realise that Jablonec need to go and get 2 goals at least, and need Celtic not to score any if they want to send this one to extra time. But shout out to all of yous that voted on that poll there, guys. And here we go. This is what it's all about. We're about to get underway. It's pretty much nearly half time in that match between Galatasaray and Jablonec. And I think they're going to have a minute silence here, Celtic and Jablonec players. Not sure what it's for. Maybe the whole COVID thing. But they're all circling around the pitch there. And going to take a minute silence by the looks of things. Or a round of applause or whatever it's going to be. But here we go, troops. Ready for this one now. Let me know your score predictions down there below in the live chat. Here we go. Sorry for that sound. I hate that sound as well. They're applauding something. Not sure what they're applauding. Maybe just applauding fans being back in the place. But they're having like a minute applaud here. And now we will get underway here for the match, and Celtic Park absolute erupts here as fans are back in the stadium for the first time in like 500 days. So here we go. The atmosphere is loud. As I said, I've turned the volume down now so I don't get done for copyright, but the by the looks of things, Celtic players or the Celtic fans have already said that Celtic players thrive in these sort of atmospheres. And yeah, I mean, there was maybe a big miss last year for Celtic, albeit that wasn't just the problem. However, I'm sure that the support not being there played its part as well. Now Celtic are going to get us underway here with Kyago Furuhashi, who scored a hat-trick at the weekend. He'll have a chance to try and score a few more tonight, and I think he's got more goals than played games for Celtic at the moment. So yeah, just goes to show where he is at the moment. They take the knee, except from the Czech Republicans, of course. They hate anyone with colour by the sound of things, by the looks of things. Just going by Slavia Prague and Jablonec. But yeah, here we go here. Callum McGregor down that left-hand side here for Celtic. Celtic advancing forward. Now Celtic pushing through here with James Forrest. Again, loses the ball here for Jablonec. And they've got to come out fully attacking themselves here, the Czech Republicans. And now they are coming down that right-hand side here. Celtic defence needs to be careful. Ball comes into the danger area. And there, that is just deflected and it goes straight out to Hart. And Hart wasn't troubled there by any stretch of the imagination. Hart sets Celtic back underway here with Tom Rogic. And now here comes Celtic again. Lovely passes. Kyago Furuhashi, 30 seconds in. Goes round the goalkeeper, and that's a good save there in the end on the trailing leg there from the Jablonec keeper, because Kyago Furuhashi was nearly back into scoring another goal. So close there, however, just couldn't quite get round the keeper. To be fair, give credit to the goalkeeper where it's due. He managed to get it, because I almost thought Furuhashi was around him and gone there. But yeah, good save there from the trailing leg there from the Jablonec goalkeeper. Jablonec player just goes down on the ground. Brought up, I think that's going to be a free kick there. But he is an exciting player, especially if he scores more tonight. That is a crazy and frightening stat if he goes out and scores more goals here tonight. What a player he's turning out to be here in the early days of his Celtic career. You know, that's what you're paid for as a striker. Edouard wasn't doing it by the looks of things, and he's, you know, wanting to move and all the rest of it. Whether he gets his move or not, I don't think Celtic fans will be overly concerned if they get the money and Furuhashi can keep up the form that he's in at the moment. They won't miss him at all by the sounds of things. There's a little link there between Celtic and Japan. They do love each other by the sounds of things. Obviously Nakamura, Celtic god over the years. TNS, what the fuck? What's the TNS game on there? Bloody hell. But yeah, Celtic coming forward here again. Jablonec just clearing that one along that left-hand side. Nicely dealt with there. Celtic looking to try and get an early goal here. Ball down that forward line again. Cleared away. Now back the other side as they come forward again. Ange Postecoglou just watching on there. Must be impressed with his team's performance in that last game. Jablonec win themselves a throw-in. Taken quickly. Long ball over the top there for Jablonec. Headed down there by Celtic. And Celtic clear it away. In fact, the flag goes up and that's going to be a free kick to Celtic there. One of the Jablonec forward players was just caught offside, and that's going to go to Greg Taylor. He's going to play out the back there to Welsh and then back to Hart. And Hart is going to distribute this forward here for Celtic. And Hart sends it to the wrong team there, and it goes back into possession here for the Czech Republicans as they come down that left-hand side, looking to create a chance for themselves as they come forward. Looking to probe forward here. Here comes Jablonec. And that just goes out of throw-in. Krob takes it. Back into the middle of the park again. Now here comes Jablonec again. And again, that's cleared away there by Celtic again. Nicely dealt with there by the Celtic defence. Come forward over the top. Now back over to Celtic again. Back in possession. Here's Tom Rogic. Rogic finds Callum McGregor. Now here comes Callum McGregor pushing forward. Down that left-hand side here again. Here comes Celtic. And that's cleared away again by the Czech Republicans. Did well there. Just to clear it away. Just always got to be careful in those positions. As I said, Celtic do have that massive goal advantage. Jablonec don't really have, I suppose, time. And they've got 2 goals to try and overturn. It's going to be hard for them. Very, very hard, in fact, especially at a packed Celtic Park. But look, they'll maybe try, and if they can get an early goal for themselves, they might grow in a bit of confidence. But Celtic will not want that happening at all. In fact, they'll be wanting to go and get the early goals here for themselves here, Celtic. Furuhashi was kind of close earlier on. The ball comes over the top there again, cleared away. Now Kubaisto's over that one and he clears it away again. If you're new, guys, please do smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. As I say, we are on our way to 7,000 subscribers, nearly there. We do cover a lot of Scottish football. We do cover every single Celtic game and Rangers game. We do cover other teams as well in the division. I think we've got maybe Hibernian sometime this week. But here comes Celtic again now with Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor back to Stephen Welsh. Welsh all the way back along that left-hand side. To Greg Taylor. Taylor finds McGregor again. And now McGregor pushes forward for Celtic. Celtic back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart playing along just out from the back. Again, nice little pass there from Rogic. And now here comes McGregor again. Celtic gelling well here already early on. Now down that left-hand side, it's like Kyogo Furuhashi setting on a run there. But the goalkeeper comes out to clear that one away. Good to see that. Nice clearance again from the goalkeeper. But Kyogo Furuhashi already early on causing problems in that centre forward role that Jablonec will just need to be careful about, as they don't want to be conceding any early goals for themselves. Their game plan will be trying to get back into it and score goals for themselves. Here's Joe Hart. Joe Hart plays out to Callum McGregor. McGregor down that right hand side here again. Here comes Celtic. Here's McGregor. McGregor probing forward, down that right-hand side now, over to that right side to Forrest. Here's Forrest, ball goes into the danger area and that comes off the away side's jersey and that goes out for a corner kick here to Celtic, the first one of the game. Taken quickly into David Turnbull, ball goes into the danger area, headed away again by Jablonec. That's cleared away again. Back over to that left-hand side now, again, cleared away again, and they go down there again. Greg Taylor just awarded a free kick there. As the Jablonec right back just brings him down. A bit of a foul there. In fact, I would be maybe looking at a card for that one. It was mistimed to hell there. Really, really bad. Christie over this free kick here for Celtic. He's going to look to try and put this one into the danger area. Here's Christie. Christie finds a ball over the top into the danger area here for Celtic, and no one can get a header onto that one, and that goes out of play there. Stephen Welsh almost trying to get something on target there, but that didn't trouble the away team's goalkeeper, and that's going to go out for a goal kick to Jablonec. The Green Brigade in full voice, first time in 500 odd days. Rangers' full house return didn't go quite as planned on Tuesday. Celtic will be looking to make sure that their full house return goes as planned. Ball fired forward there from the goalkeeper. Now down that left-hand side, and again Celtic back in possession here with Welsh, and all the way back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart heads it down that right-hand side, one back by Jablonec. It's a game of tennis at the moment. Ball's back and forth, but does eventually go out for a throw into the away side. Taken quickly, here's Kropp in the middle of the park. Again, losing the ball there to Callum McGregor. Celtic back in possession. Celtic coming forward for themselves. Instead, go back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart, again, what's happening here? Joe Hart just stopping. Trying to find a play. Does find the captain instead there, Callum McGregor. McGregor finds Turnbull. Now McGregor goes along that left-hand side. Wins the ball back here again. And Joe Hart pushes forward over the top. For the other games here in the Europa League at the moment, it's currently 1-1 between St Johnstone and Galatasaray. Galatasaray did take the lead. Remember, that game is currently 2-2 on aggregate. As I say, St Johnstone went behind 1-0 and earlier on and scored from a set piece, a corner, and made it 1 each. 2-2 on the night. Remember, no away goals in that game. So at the moment, as things stand, that's going to extra time. What an amazing match for St Johnstone and Scottish football if they were to get through this evening against Galatasaray. Credit is where credit is due. Ball taken quickly here from Jablonec. along that right-hand side. One back by Stephen Welsh again. Now here comes Celtic. Celtic driving forward, back into possession here with David Turnbull. And now here comes Turnbull for Celtic. Switches play along that right-hand side, and that goes out of play, out of possession, and goes out for a throw-in to Jablonec. They're lapping that one. Ball's taken quickly. Takes the throw-in quickly, should I say. Over the top. Now driving forward. Hibernian, as I said, currently 1-0 down to Rijeka, Croatian side. As I said, Hibernian probably should be winning that game. As I said, it was 1-1 in the first leg. Not out of it by any means at the moment, but they do need to be getting goals as soon as possible. But ball's down that right-hand side here again. Now here come Celtic again. For Stephen Welsh along that back line. Clears it. Driving forward are Celtic. Looking to find the opening goal here. Here comes Rogic. Rogic along that left-hand side for Celtic. Ball comes into Turnbull. Ball comes back in again down that left-hand side here to Turnbull again. Tries to make a turn. Here comes Celtic in the danger area. And again, another good clearance there from the away side. That goes out for a corner kick. Celtic win themselves yet another corner kick here. Dominant in possession thus far. Now we'll be looking for a goal to show for it. As that corner is taken quickly. Ball comes back into Turnbull. And now here comes Christie. Back to Callum McGregor. Now here comes Celtic again. Ball just outside the box. Here comes Rogic. Rogic back again. Down that left-hand side. Ball into the danger area. And again comes off a black jersey as that's cleared away there by Jablonec. Nicely dealt with that. Now coming forward again is Celtic. Over the top. Celtic giving chase there. One back by the goalkeeper. And now Jablonec again go forward themselves. Played along that back line. And the away side now pushing forward themselves. Can they find a way through to break the deadlock here at Celtic Park? Probably the biggest game they've ever played in their club's history. Probably never played in front of 60-odd thousand. As I said, Slavia Prague and Sparta Prague, and I think the attendance records are so about 30,000 in their stadiums. Celtic Park is double that, 60. Full packed house in Glasgow tonight. Said biggest game of their probably club's career. If they managed to pull off an upset, probably would be their biggest result in the club's career, but they're very, very far away from trying to pull that off just yet. Here comes Celtic again now with McGregor. McGregor driving forward. Switches play along that right-hand side. Now that was a bad touch there from Anthony Ralston. James Forrest. And that goes out for a throw-in to the away side. Yeah, Callum McGregor urging to take it quickly there. Jablonec take the throw-in. And that comes off Callum McGregor and goes out for yet another throw-in here for the Czech Republics. And their manager, who just doesn't look like a manager, hands the ball over there on that right-hand side. And now here they take it now here with Krob. Krob back the way along that back line. Down the left-hand side now here for Jablonec. Deciding to switch play along the right. Headed down. Celtic's defence look like they've covered it. Cleared away there by Christie. And now Christie advances forward for Celtic. Again, Christie, one of those players that was had been talked about leaving Celtic this summer. A lot of Liga and Premier League interest. However, nothing has come across since that. But ball comes into the danger area. It's Kyogo Furuhashi! And ball goes into the danger area. And Celtic are 1-0 up. No, they're not. It's offside there. The flag is up. And I thought Kyogo Furuhashi was extending the amount of goals he's already scored at Celtic to 5. However, just caught offside there. I'm just going to check that replay. Yeah, I think the linesman's got it right. Unlucky there from Kyogo Furuhashi. Slim, but yeah, the linesman's got the right decision there. That was a close one. Ball goes into Starfelt. Cleared away again now as Jablonec given a little lifeline, I suppose, because if it ended, they had to try and score 3 goals this evening, it would have been a long way back. Yeah, I mean, 2 goals is a long way back, but 3 would pretty much be unreachable, especially away from home. Here's Turnbull. Turnbull advancing forward for Celtic. Celtic forward again. Taking quickly back to Rogic. Now Rogic down that left-hand side. Celtic pushing through. Celtic looking to try and find the opener. Ball goes into the danger area and again cleared away by Jablonec. And that goes out for yet another corner kick to Celtic. 3rd of the game. And as we approach the 20-minute mark, Ryan Christie over this one. Right in front of the Green Brigade. Oh, how Celtic players probably have missed the atmosphere. Fans being in the stadium. Turnbull's going to take this one into the danger area. Ball goes in. And that goes... that was a poor corner there from Celtic. And that goes out for a goal kick to the away side. Thiago almost getting off to another perfect start. He really has hit the ground running, hasn't he? Vange Postecoglou could pull some more signings like him through the door. Unheard of, and produce on this stage, then wow. It could be a crazy thing. It could be a crazy setup there, especially from Celtic and Japan. Here's David Turnbull. Turnbull takes it quickly here again. Again loses the ball there, and that goes out of play yet again, and that goes out for a Celtic throw-in. Celtic dominant in possession here early on. Starfelt plays it back to McGregor. Celtic looking to play quick football. They do. Here's Turnbull again. Here's Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor down that left-hand side to Christie. And now here comes Celtic again here with Turnbull. And now here's Tom Rogic. And Rogic just can't get the ball away there. Taken down. And now here comes Jablonec going the other way. Jablonec along that left-hand side. Little pass forward. Did well there. Keeping on to the ball. And again, loses it there in the centre circle with Celtic. Win it back again here with David Turnbull. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes as soon as possible. And subscribe to the channel if you like your Scottish football. Here comes Carl Starfelt again now for Celtic. Back over to Stephen Welsh. Long pass along that right-hand side. Back over the top. Again, intercepted there again. Now here comes Jablonec, switching play along that left-hand side, and now here they come forward for themselves. Again, they just can't get the ball forward, as that's swept up there by the Celtic defence and distributed to Tom Rogic. Here comes Tom Rogic now as the ball switched play, and Celtic have a good chance to come forward again. Ball comes into the danger area, and Thiago Furuhashi just can't quite get a touch onto it, and that goes all the way over to the other side of the pitch, and Krob manages to get back on the ball there for Jablonec, and now they can come on maybe a counter-attack here. Here comes Jablonec now, along that right-hand side, pushing forward. A good chance for Jablonec now, in behind the defence. Ball comes into the danger area, and again, a lovely clearance there from Celtic with Carl Starfelt, and that goes out for a corner to the away side. Did well, that. Celtic's defence, as I say, still need to make sure they're alert. The Celtic defence, a lot of ball in this game. However, in my opinion, the defensive worries haven't been sorted out just in 2 games. So they will need to be alert from set pieces. It was a big worry last year for Celtic, was defending set pieces. So they need to be alert here. And that they are. There was Stephen Welsh as he heads it away. Ball comes back in from Jablonec, but goes over the bar and out for a goal kick to Celtic. Not troubled there by any means. Joe Hart now with a goal kick for Celtic. Hart distributes it along that left-hand side. Coming forward again now here with Greg Taylor. Finds Davy Turnbull. Ball hit over the top, bang to Rogic. And one back there again by the Czech Republic. Now they come down that right side. Jablonec just trying to create a chance. Ball comes in, and they may have a chance now as they come forward. And again, nice cleared away there from Celtic. That goes out for a throw-in to Jablonec. Carl Starfelt putting in a pretty sturdy clearance there. As I say, it goes out for yet another throw-in here for the away side. And it's Hidilk who's going to take it. As I say, they've got to take their chances here, Jablonec. They want to get back into it. Tough ask, but it's football. Anything is possible. Hope you're all well, troops. We're nearly at 100 likes. After that, I'll stop probing you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're 11 likes away from 100, guys. Thank you so much for the support here on these live streams. And Jablonec now coming forward themselves. Long throw in over the top. One in there on that right-hand side. Now here they come again. Passed back the way. Ball into the danger area. Oh, there's a header there from Jablonec. Again cleared and off put there by Celtic. And a deflected shot goes over the bar and out for a goal kick to Celtic. Ball came in there. Initially, I think Johnstone managed to get onto it. Just came back on from the rebound out to Kratovicville. Again, sorry for my Czech Republican pronunciation. But yeah, he couldn't manage to keep that one on target. And that one went over the bar. Kyago Furuhashi running at every single ball there. Looking to try and see if they make a mistake. Ball over the top here again. Now here comes Davy Turnbull. Now down that left-hand side again. Now here for Christie. Ball comes in again, and that goes to Greg Taylor, and then deflected off a Jablonec player and goes out for a corner. Celtic with another corner in this game. If you're betting on corners, guys, I think Celtic have 5 already. So yeah, maybe bet on over 10 plus or 15 corners. You might be all right. Ball comes into the danger area. Headed down, headed away. Comes back to Tom Rogic on that right-hand side. Tom Rogic just moving around just outside the box. Looking to try to find a way through. Does, and Celtic get a header, but that goes over the bar there from centre-back Stephen Welsh. And that's going to go out for yet another goal kick to the Czech Republican side. Wow. Goal kick now to Jablonec. Hannes taking this one for him. Full house here at Celtic, but I'm just going to turn it up to see the atmosphere. Here's Rogic. Rogic back to McGregor. McGregor advancing forward again now here with David Turnbull. Celtic pushing forward here again. It's Christie, and again blocked away there by Jablonec, and now they're going to go on a counter-attack. Again, not that far up though, as that ball goes straight into Joe Hart. Joe Hart back out to Davy Turnbull again. Now back to Carl Starfelt. Starfelt pushing forward again. Nice little pass there from Welsh. Turnbull over the top. Welsh. Back to Hart again. Hart comes forward. Celtic. Rogic. Now Celtic again down that right hand side. Now here comes Celtic with James Forrest. Here comes Forrest for Celtic. Down that left hand side here for Turnbull. Turnbull just outside the box, and Turnbull shoots! And that's saved there by the goalkeeper there, as Turnbull just takes a shot from just outside the box. And just collected by the goalkeeper. Not troubled by that one. Nearly though. Just needed to get it on target, I suppose. Ball comes back out for Jablonec. One back by McGregor. McGregor to Forrest. Now to Celtic again here with Turnbull. Turnbull along that left-hand side. Now here comes Ryan Christie. Christie pushing forward. One back there again by the Jablonec defence. Celtic lovely football there as in the build-up. Along the left-hand side. Here comes Greg Taylor. Taylor finds McGregor. McGregor over the other side. Back into Johnstone. Johnstone along the right-hand side again. Here comes Forrest. Forrest to Rogic. Celtic lovely passing. Jablonec can't get a foot in here. Here comes Forest. Here's Kyago Furuhashi, and that ball's just kicked too far, and that goes out of play, and a goal kick to Jablonec. Nicely cleared away though. Mental stuff. As I said, back over to Jablonec. Still 0-0 here at the moment between Celtic and Jablonec. Ball hits over the top here again. One back by Celtic. Cleared down that left-hand side. Here comes Turnbull back into Taylor. Taylor over to Welsh. Now Welsh pushing forward. Here's Ralston. Ralston again. Now here comes McGregor. McGregor down that right-hand side. Now here comes Turnbull along the left-hand side for Celtic. Ball comes in. Here's Turnbull. And cleared away by Jablonec. Comes back out to Rogic. Rogic into Turnbull. And then Turnbull gets the goal. And Celtic take the lead here. 25 minutes in. Celtic 1. Jablonec 0. And David Turnbull is the man that scores the goal. And surely Celtic are through to the playoff round. And they will play AZ Alkmaar. 5-2 on aggregate. And Celtic scoring yet another goal here. 7th goal in 2 games at Celtic Park. Turnbull is the man who opened scorings here. And now will the floodgates open for more goals for Celtic. In other news in Scottish football, Hibernian have equalised also. That game is currently 2-2 in that game. Hibernian looking to try and get into the playoff round of the Europa Conference League. And St Johnstone 1-1 between them and Galatasaray after going 1-0 down in the first half. But Celtic are in the lead here as they get things underway. Mental stuff here. They're Celtic turning around. They're looking such a better side than the team that played against Hearts, and the team that was playing in pre-season as well, and the team that played against Midtjylland. Albeit, again, look, Celtic fans, I wouldn't get carried away. As I said, I've never heard of the team Jablonec. But definitely, look, winning breeds confidence, and this is what Celtic are doing. They're winning games of football, and they're winning games of football in style at the moment. The ball comes forward again now for Jablonec. Will they respond? As I said, a long way back for them. Ball comes along that left-hand side now for Jablonec. One back by Tom Rogic. Now comes Rogic again, and Celtic find David Turnbull. Turnbull sets Celtic again here forward. Here's Rogic. Ball comes into danger area, and Kyago Furuhashi's nearly there, but the goalkeeper gets his hands onto that one. Nicely cleared away. Did well there. Christie did well. I said Celtic playing well here already. Half an hour played. Celtic 1, Jablonec 0. 5-2 on aggregate. Here comes Christie again now down the left-hand side. Long ball into the danger area. Now here comes Celtic again. Ball comes forward for Christie. Christie finds Kyago Furuhashi. Kyago Furuhashi on the turn now. Celtic come back in again, and that's a shot, and that's blocked there by the Jablonec defence, but it goes out for a throw-in to Celtic. Taken quickly, one back by David Turnbull. Now Turnbull comes inside again, just outside the box, finds Rogic. Now along the left-hand side for Celtic again, headed away by Jablonec, and goes out for yet another corner, as I said. Oh, no, it doesn't. I think he manages just to keep that one in. I was going to say, that would have been Celtic's 6th corner of the game, which if you're a betting man, like myself sometimes, then, yeah, corners would be a good thing to bet on in this match for sure. Here's Turnbull. Here's Taylor. Taylor along that left-hand side again. A Celtic push through. Now forward again. As Celtic come over the top with Kyago Furuhashi. And now down that right-hand side for James Forrest. And again blocked and cleared away there by Jablonec. Comes back onto that left-hand side for Celtic though. One back by Krob, and he clears it for Jablonec. Here's Welsh. Welsh back into Turnbull. Turnbull into McGregor. McGregor back to Welsh again. Now Celtic really trying to put on a show here for the fans. McGregor. Rogic. Rogic back into Christie. And now here comes Christie again. Celtic finding a way through. Lovely pass along that left-hand side here again. Here comes Taylor. Taylor looking to find a way forward. Taylor just pushes the ball out to the left-hand side. Now into Turnbull again. Celtic coming through. Blocked away. Back out to Ralston. Ralston comes forward. Now Christie. Now comes Celtic again. And that's blocked again and defended and cleared away there by the Jablonec defence. Got a little eye still on that game between St Johnstone and Galatasaray. Still 1-1 in that match. We'll have a look at half-time to see how that game's going. Ball over the top. Back into Tom Rogic again. Rogic pushing forward. Now finds a way through again here for David Turnbull. The goal scorer, the man who opened the scoring here. He'll be looking for some more goals. Rightfully so. Did come under a bit of scrutiny at the start of the season. Wasn't the David Turnbull that we seen last year. However, after that Dundee game, he's kind of staked a claim that he's back and ready to fire from all cylinders. As I said, scoring here this evening. Here comes Jablonec. Jablonec firing forward. One back in the middle of the park. Lost there to Celtic. And one back again there by Jablonec. Their game plan. Wonder what their game plan is. Probably just keep the score respectable, I suppose. Here comes Jablonec again along that left-hand side. Cleared away by Forrest. And that goes out for another throw into the away side. And goes out for that throw-in. Taken quickly. How is he going to take it quick? Ball over the top. Martin Ross has gave some bad news by the looks of things. 2-1 to Galatasaray apparently. Hope not, man. That's sad. That's sad for Galatasaray. So close as well to extra time. Ball taken down there. Jablonec winning themselves a free kick there. Povazenovic just brought down. Not sure what's up with him. Jablonec are going to put a ball into the danger area here for the away side. One back by Joe Hart though. Now Joe Hart's going to come forward himself. Does come forward in fact. Takes it quickly, Joe Hart. Celtic fans in full voice here. Ball comes forward now for Christie. Christie pushing. Now into Celtic again. And now here comes Celtic again trying to chase that ball there. But Kyago again just couldn't quite get to that ball there. One back by the goalkeeper. And cleared away by the goalkeeper in fact. Yeah, Galatasaray 2-1 up against St Johnstone. Can St Johnstone come back into this game somehow? One back again by Callum McGregor. Here comes McGregor again. Cleared away by Jablonec. One back by Welsh. Back to Hart. Here comes Joe Hart again for Celtic. Celtic pushing forward. Celtic looking for a second here before half time. Here comes Rogic. Rogic back into Turnbull. Turnbull switches play. Nice pass there. Can he find Forrest? Forrest would give it a chase down that right hand side, but just goes out of play there for Forrest. Couldn't quite keep it in. And that's going to go out for a goal kick to the away side. Nearly had that one. Just got to try and keep the ball in there, Celtic. Jablonec now have a goal kick, and they're going to take this one, try and get up the park. As I said, I don't know what their game plan is at the moment, Jablonec. As I said earlier, probably just try and keep the score respectable at the moment. As I said, they need 3 goals to try and force this one to extra time. Just under 50 minutes of playing time to go. Seems like it'd be a hard task to do. But football's football. Anything can happen. But the way Celtic are playing, it doesn't really look like that will be the case. Here's some Welsh. Welsh gets back onto the ball again. Now back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart over the top. Ball's fired forward there from Hart. Back by Turnbull. One back again by Jablonec. And they managed to get back on the ball themselves. Now here comes Jablonec probing forward. Ball just outside the box now. Can they get a ball into the danger area? Do. And again, they just couldn't quite create any quality and get that to a striker there. And that goes out for a goal kick to Celtic as Joe Hart pushes the ball forward here again. Joe Hart's going to take this one. What does he do with the ball here? Hits it over the top. Goes out for another throw-in. Jablonec clearing it. Ange Postecoglou sticking a touch on it. Ralston. Ralston back to Welsh again. Now back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart pushing forward for Celtic. I said Celtic looking for a second here. Can they find a way to? Can they find a way to score more goals here at Celtic Park? Ralston, Welsh, Hart, Starfelt along that left-hand side here again for Celtic. Taylor back to Starfelt again. Now back over to Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh back on the ball. Joe Hart. Joe Hart comes forward. Hit long. Headed down and away there again by Jablonec. Over the top there by the Czechs. Now forward again down that right-hand side. And again cleared away. Ball goes into the danger area. Callum McGregor leaves that one. And Jablonec nearly coming in there again. But Celtic leave that one to go out for a goal kick. And apparently bad news. Reese is updating us. Is Hibs are down to 10 men. I'll just double check that one to see what's going on there. Jablonec. Yeah, Hibernian apparently down to 10, which was a massive, massive blow to them, and they've just scored as well. Rijeka, Hibernian look like they're going out of Europe. Poor Aberdeen though, doing well in their game. Poor there from Rijeka, poor there from Hibernian. Big game for them, a big opportunity to go through to the next round, and they've not managed to do that. As I say, down to 10 men and now 2-1 down in that game, and wow, that's poor. As I said, they should be fighting to qualify for the groups. It was always going to be hard for Hibs, but look, they should be beating Rijeka. Turnbull brought down there again by Celtic. Yellow card dished for the home side. That's going to be a free kick. And now, free kick now here for Celtic. 5 minutes left to go till half-time. Celtic 1, Jablonec 0. 5-2 on aggregate. David Turnbull was the man that scored the goal. Madness. And it almost looks like it's end of the line now for St Johnstone. They tried their best in Europe. They will drop down to the Europa Conference League. They're currently losing 3-1 to Galatasaray. I mean, not a bad performance, I suppose. But yeah, things have just gone pretty wrong for Galatasaray towards the end of that match. And we're going to have St Johnstone dropping into the Europa Conference League playoff round. Hibs, as things stand, dropping out of the Europa Conference League. At the moment, Celtic are going to progress. And as things stand, Aberdeen will be going to the playoff round also. But poor St Johnstone, sad to see. They were doing so good. To play against Galatasaray, get a draw in Istanbul and have a draw at half-time with 45 to go. You almost feel that it could be St Johnstone's night. However, that hasn't been the case. Here comes Celtic again. Lovely passing from Celtic in this first half. They really have looked like they've took that momentum from that game against Dundee into this one. Passed all the way back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart fires that one quickly. Back over to Callum McGregor again. Now back to Joe Hart. Launched forward. Cleared and won back again there by the away side as they come forward. Can they maybe spike a bit of excitement into the game in terms of a neutral perspective, I suppose? If they manage to get one before half-time here, Jablonec. Ball comes in again. Ball goes down that right-hand side. Now here they come just outside the box. Jablonec are probing forward themselves. And again, one back there by Celtic again. Back into Jablonec though. Down that right-hand side. Ball comes into the danger area. And Celtic managed to clear it away. And Celtic are going to go up the other side of the park. As now Thiago Furuhashi comes out. But the goalkeeper comes way, way outside this box there. And manages to head it away before Thiago could get onto it. Ball cleared away. I said sad news in McDermott Park. I was watching the first half. It was so good by St Johnstone. The atmosphere was electric, something you don't get to see in Scottish football unless the old firm are there. But it was great to see a stadium filled with St Johnstone fans. But look, it's not the end of the line for them. They're going to be able to play in the Europa Conference League, so we'll see what happens on that front. Hopefully they can qualify from there. That'd be great. Here's Carl Starfelt. Back to Callum McGregor again. Now here comes Celtic pushing forward to Turnbull. Turnbull downs the switches play along that left-hand side. And now Celtic coming forward again. Celtic looking to create another chance. Ball comes in again and cleared away by the defence there. 2 minutes to go until half-time. And it's Celtic that lead in the game and on aggregate. We are also closing in on 6,700 subscribers, guys. So if you are into your Scottish football, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We've got big games coming up over the weekend. As I said, we've got the next Celtic game is against Hearts on Sunday. And then, of course, we've got a big game for Rangers after losing 3 games on the bounce. They'll be looking to try and relight their season, I suppose, against Dunfermline on Friday. What a game that is turning out to be. A bit of League Cup action. Then, of course, we're back with the Europa League as things stand. Celtic will be playing AZ Alkmaar for a place in the Europa League group stages. And Rangers will be playing Akermet at Ibrox next Thursday. So, yeah, plenty of live football here on the channel. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button, smash the like button and all the rest of it. If you want to... if you're enjoying the commentary today and you want to... leave something more than a like, you can leave a donation if you so wish. Donations are on the bottom right, the little $sign. If you wish to do that, then cool, safe. If not, then just like and subscribe to the channel. You can also become a member by pressing join next to the subscribe button and get access to loads of different perks, including the Celtic emojis and Jablonec emojis, and yeah, just help out the channel. So yeah, thank you. Here comes Celtic again now with David Turnbull. Turnbull over the top. Now back to him in the middle of the park as that's cleared away again. And yeah, here Rijeka now 3-1 up in that game against a 10-man Hibs. And Hibs are going out of Europe tonight. Wow. That's cleared away again. Starfelt back to Joe Hart again. Now here comes Celtic again. Just a few seconds to go to the half-time break. Now here's Celtic down the left-hand side. Turnbull. Through again. Turnbull. Back to Stephen Welsh again. Welsh. 45 is on the clock. How much stoppage time are we getting added on here at the end of the first half? Celtic 1. Jablonec 0. 5-2 on aggregate. Here comes David Turnbull again. Sets through to Thiago Furuhashi. And again, cleared away there by Jablonec. 1 minute's added on. We're already 30 seconds through that 1 minute. And now here comes Jablonec again as they're brought down. That's going to be a free kick. And a yellow card there, in fact, as well. Thiago Furuhashi going into the book. Weirdly. Not sure what he did there, but he does go into the book anyway. Oh, yeah, stepped on his foot there, Thiago. Oh, now it's a tackle there. Yeah. Yellow card there, Thiago. And now it's going to be a free kick to Jablonec. Not a long to do with it. Ball goes into the danger area. Headed away by Celtic again. And there you go. That's us at the 46-minute mark. But yeah, ball goes in again. Cleared away. And yeah, nicely dealt with there by Celtic. And that should be that. As the shot's just boosted forward there and over the bar by Rogic. We got a donation from Reese. He says Celtic versus Aberdeen Europa League final. That would be very, very hard, mate, because Aberdeen are in the Europa Conference League, but Celtic are in the Europa League. But guys, it's half time, and a big shout out to Reese there for donating £1.79, mate. Thank you so much for that donation. Those donations really, really do help out the channel. So yeah, a big shout out to you, Reese. So thank you so much for that. It is half time here, a full packed Celtic Park. It's 1-0 to Celtic. Turnbull scored on the 25th minute. Jablonec need 3 in the second half to take this game to extra time. But Celtic will have other ideas and will look to really put on a show in front of their fans here this evening. If you are new, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm just going to go make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hello everybody, welcome back to the old live stream. So Celtic 1-0 up against Jablonec, as I say, 5-2 on aggregate, looking pretty good. Celtic at the moment, the old Ange ball, as Celtic fans are referring it to, is looking good thus far. Bad news in Scotland, Galatasaray currently 3-1 up against St Johnstone, sad to see, but St Johnstone, they've played well, they weren't expected to win it, and at least they got it down to McDermott Park. They'll probably play, I can't remember who they're playing, but they dropped down to the Europa Conference League. Good opportunity to get there. Aberdeen currently are winning, I think, so they should maybe get into the playoff round as well. Scotland's doing okay. I mean, Rangers are going to be jumping down into the Europa League as well. So, look, I would love to see with Scotland is, Rangers, Celtic obviously want to go into the Europa League group stages, should be getting there. Celtic got a bit of a tough test against AZ Alkmaar, but should be getting there. And I would love to see one or two Aberdeen and St Johnstone, say, in the Europa Conference League. It would be really good for the Scottish game. And get some money in, for sure, which is good to see. But guys, hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying the old channel. Smash the old like button. Let's try and get to 150 likes if we can. Subscribe to the channel as well. That really helps. And again, if you want to leave a donation, you can. I think Reese left a donation earlier on. Bottom right next to on your chat, you can leave a little super sticker or a super chat. It's a nice gesture. If not, just subscribe, guys. Just subscribe and help us all out, troops. As we're trying to get to 7,000 subscribers. We're currently at 670, 30 away from 6,700, which is pretty good. We're growing pretty rapidly here on the channel, so it's a big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much. What else we got here? KP Boy says Thiago and Ralston to score in the second half. Wow. Thiago and Ralston. Yeah, Thiago looks like a decent player, doesn't he? He could have scored a couple tonight, to be fair. In fact, to be fair, he got quite close earlier on. He was caught. To be fair, he's had the ball in the back of the net. He just got caught offside in the end. It was the right decision. He was offside. But look, he was a decent player. He looks like a decent player. He's definitely got the attributes. And look, if he can be like this for Celtic and score every game, then Celtic could be in a good position. Come the end of the season if he's scoring goals all the time, for sure. Obviously with Odsonne Edouard, he's about to leave as well. So, we'll see what happens. But he does look like a decent player. Guys, let me know what you think is going to happen in the old live chat for the second half. What do you guys think? Chris Jensen, hey. Mark says, who's my Scottish team? To be fair, I don't know from your commentary. Ooh, well, that's a good compliment, mate. Because if you don't know who from my commentary, then it means I'm doing a good job, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys for subscribing and all that. Shout out to the Japanese guys tuning in. Guys and gals tuning in. Japanese are very passionate towards their players. I know I was in Australia. I worked on a farm for a bit. There was a lot of Japanese people there, and they used to talk about Shinsuke Nakamura a lot. They used to love him. They adore him out there still to this day. So a lot, I think, Japanese football fans have a massive soft spot for Celtic because of that. And now, because of that Kyogo Furuhashi going there, they'll probably have an even bigger soft spot for him because he looks like a decent player. Question: is he the best player? Was he the best player in that league, or is he just one of the things? Because surely they could do some more recruiting in the Japanese market if they turn out to be really, really good. Crap. I know it's early days, but how do you rate Furuhashi? I think they're both really good. I honestly do. I think Furuhashi looks like the real deal. Albeit, look, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. It was Dundee. They were pretty poor, but Celtic were really, really good in that game on the weekend. But yeah, as I say, Dundee is Dundee. And again, Jablonec. Celtic have played really, really good, but Celtic fans don't want to try and get too ahead of yourselves. It's better than what was happening, but it is only these two. I think Hearts on Saturday will be a good test to see where Celtic are at now in terms of where the momentum's shifting. And then definitely that Old Firm on at the end of August. I think by the end of August we'll start to have a feel as to what's going to be happening in the Scottish League this year. As I said, I think by the end of August, I think we're going to know the dynamics of how it's going to go down. I think Rangers will be kind of up to speed by then, or not if they fall off, and Celtic will be up to speed as well. Their whole thing will be coming together. Signings will all be in. But players are out for the second half here now, guys. Celtic all but through pretty much now. Should be playing AZ Alkmaar next week. However, they'll look to try and get a few more goals, maybe rest a few players and give a chance to some of the younger guys maybe coming into the team, maybe Uzazi Agidi, etc. Chris Jensen says, I'm from Dundee, that's why I don't support them. I'm joking. Think Thiago will score another 1 or 2 in the second half. Japanese players always give 110%. Yeah, it's always that culture, they always do. Japanese. Jan Jinky would be proud of that sidestep. Yeah, I know he does look like a skillful player here, that Thiago. Anyway, second half is about to start, guys, and it's Jablonec who are going to get us underway. Ball goes back the way, and Jablonec get us going forward, and they play along that left-hand side here. As I said, they need 3 goals. It's pretty much over for Jablonec, let's be honest. But I wouldn't be doing my job right, I suppose, if I wasn't offering any hope for Jablonec. They'll need 3 goals in this game, well, to drive it to extra time. I can't see it being possible at all, but yeah, I mean, of course it's football, anything can happen, but I don't think it's going to be one of them nights tonight for Jablonec, unfortunately. Here's Ralston with a throw-in. Ball goes over the top, over to Thiago Furuhashi again. Lovely little touch and layoff there from Callum McGregor. Back to Tom Rogic, and loses the ball there again on that left-hand side here. Now Celtic are going to try and give that one. Greg Taylor puts one out for a throw-in. Now Jablonec win themselves a throw-in here. Poor Galatasaray. 4-1 down. Thank you, Martin Ross. But that's so sad. Saw poor St Johnstone. They were so close. But aren't getting there in the end. Jeez. Poor St Johnstone. Although they are dropping down to the Europa Conference League. Maybe that's their level. Here comes Celtic again. Ball over the top. Cleared away again. Pushing through. Now here come Jablonec. Ball into the danger area. And that was a close one. That was probably their best chance of the game there, Jablonec. And but goes wide of the post. Doesn't trouble Joe Hart. But yeah, went in. Nice. He sent him for hot dogs there. In fact, there was a penalty appeal there. Let's have a little look at that replay. Is it? I think the referee didn't. Obviously, the referee hasn't given one. But there could have been a chance of one. Ooh, nah. I don't know. It's not been given anyway there, guys. But yeah, it could have been a potential penalty. Here comes Celtic now. Looking to try and find that second goal here. Here comes David Turnbull again. Currently 0-0 in that Aberdeen game. They're currently 3-2 up on aggregate at the moment, though. So they have got a bit of that leeway. Nearly there, but not quite there. St Johnstone have one back. A little too late, though. It's 4-2 in that game. Unfortunately for St Johnstone, the end of the road is there. And Hibernian, they're pretty much out the door now as well. So I'm just going to put the Aberdeen game on in the bottom of the scores. Aberdeen are now 1-0 up. Aberdeen have taken the lead. And just as I published it there, Aberdeen have taken the lead. And now they are really looking the favourites to go into that Conference League. Fair play to them. As I said, big challenge here tonight. They've got an opportunity to get them group stages. And I think they're pretty good. A good side to really give it a go. 1-0 Aberdeen. Fair play to them. Hibernian out. And now here comes Celtic. Here's Tom Rogic. Rogic ball into the danger area. Celtic going forward again. And that's cleared away by Jablonec. Nicely dealt with there as well. Christie back on the ball. Now Jablonec are going the other side. Taken quickly. Headed away. Headed forward. Now back over the top down that right hand side now here for Jablonec. Cleared away by Carl Starfelt. And launched long there again. And that goes back over the top there. Now here comes Jablonec. Jablonec driving forward. Just outside the box again. Now down that right hand side. Ball goes in. And that's cleared away by Celtic again. Goes out for a... Oh no, actually manages to bounce and stay in the park there. Jablonec back in possession here again. Celtic playing out from the back themselves. His Turnbull back over to McGregor. McGregor back to Christie. Christie over the top again. Now here comes Celtic. Celtic looking to try and find that second goal. Ball over the top here. Now along that left hand side here again, it's David Turnbull pushes through. McGregor. McGregor over the top. Is this a third channel? No, this is a second one. I have pure Scottish football and pure football. Pure football, I'm going to be doing the Premier League on Saturday. Do Premier League games, and then this one's just Scottish teams. Here comes Turnbull again. Back over the way through is McGregor. McGregor back to Christie. Christie down that left-hand side, trying to play into McGregor. Again, just clears it away there, Jablonec. And now they're going to try and go the other way and try and do something. As I say, they're running out of time if they want to keep their Europa League journey alive. Full time at McDermott Park. St Johnstone do exit the competition now. 4-2 the game. 5-3 on aggregate. Not a bad go at it for St Johnstone. Same comes so close, but yet so far, as I said, maybe the Europa Conference League is a better competition for them. Now here comes Stephen Welsh. Welsh back along that left-hand side here again. Now over the top, back over to David Turnbull. Turnbull over that top side. Back in again to Greg Taylor. What English team do I support? Man United. Classic. Man U. Here's Welsh again. Here's McGregor. Ball over the top, cleared away by Jablonec again. As I said, a goal from Jablonec. As I say, I don't think it will, but it might inject a bit of fight and a bit of life into this game, make it a bit more exciting from a neutral perspective, I suppose. Here comes David Turnbull again, and blocked away there by Jablonec. Celtic will really want to try and keep another clean sheet on the bounce and try and just get some more goals. Here's Turnbull over the top, and that goes out of play. Dale McCall says, good effort, St Johnstone. Scottish teams on the up, hopefully going forward. Nice. Ball over the top here again, and that goes out of play. It's just turning into a bit of a ping pong match. Literally, ball back to forth. Ball, there's no chances. Just it goes out from outside the box to the other side of the box. Both teams not really creating chances just yet. Celtic kind of lost their spark a tiny bit since the first half, but they have got the ball now. Here again is Christie back to Kyago Furuhashi. Now Kyago comes forward again now. Here's McGregor down that right-hand side. Celtic looking for a second. Here comes Carl Starfelt. Back over to Forrest. Now here's Turnbull. Turnbull tries to play in Kyago Furuhashi, but blocked away there again by Jablonec. Now here comes Jablonec going the other way. Spotted Joe Hart off his line, and there's another shot there from the halfway line, but that goes over the bar. I've seen a lot of goals scored like that against Joe Hart. Joe Hart usually is a really, really unlucky with like worldies scored against him. I remember a Zlatan Ibrahimovic goal from Sweden against England, but it was like this overhead kick from miles away and managed to score it. Peter Crouch's one was against Joe Hart. Wayne Rooney's Bicey, he's had a lot of wonder goals scored against him, has Joe Hart. So we won't want to take risks like that. Although Jablonec aren't usually a team that are going to conjure up something like that. Here comes Jablonec again now, though, down that right hand side, cleared away by Celtic, goes out for a throw-in. Chris says, "What's your opinion on the away goal getting scrapped?" I think it's good, man. It's again, look. Sometimes your teams, your teams, you love it. You love it when it's your team that are getting the advantage. Of course you are, but it's a cruel way to go out of the competition sometimes when it's like an even match is a draw. It's been thing-mead and you go out on away goals. It can be cruel, especially if it's your side going out on that on the away goals. So I'm in favour of it. I think it should just be played to extra time and then to penalties. I think it's a fairer way. Yeah, there's I've no issues against it. I think it's good. Here comes Celtic again now. Here's Callum McGregor. McGregor back to Turnbull. Now here comes Celtic again. Celtic looking for that second. Now here comes Celtic again with Rogic. Oh, it's Turnbull in fact. And that goes into the back of the net there. David Turnbull with 2 goals. And Celtic lead this one 6-2. And they will almost definitely be going to be playing AZ Alkmaar. If people didn't already think already, Celtic are through. And David Turnbull gets yet another goal here. 2 on the night and 6 on aggregate. Celtic are 2-0 up here at Celtic Park, and it is David Turnbull with a second. Callum McGregor picked him out and just outside the box again, and some top quality there. And as I said, Turnbull had come under a lot of criticism at the start of the season, a lot saying he wasn't the same player as last year and all of the rest of it, but he played well against Dundee and now has 2 goals in this game to really shut up his people who critiqued him. And there we go, Celtic are over there now. Surely the floodgates will open for them. Jablonec are out. But if you believe in miracles, they will need 4 goals at least to get it to extra time. Here comes Jablonec now, though, on that right-hand side. Ball into the danger area. Ball comes in. And now along that back line. Into there again. Ball goes forward. Now here comes Jablonec. Cleared away, and that goes out for a throw-in. Matt Gunner says AZ will smash this lot. The Red Maroon says might be a closer title race than a first 4. Yeah, I mean, look, listen, Celtic have definitely found some really, really good form over these last 2, I didn't even say 3 games, because there was a lot of defensive mistakes in that Jablonec game, albeit they did score 4 goals. But again, there was a lot of mistakes in that. I'm saying, from the Dundee game, Celtic have really turned on the switch and turned their fortunes around. There's a small memories very short in Glasgow. Rangers were fancied as massive favourites going before a ball was kicked, or the first game of the season. Celtic looked hopeless against Hearts and Midlothian. Fast forward a week, and now Celtic are getting all the praise, and people are talking about Rangers derailing. Look, again, it's still early days at the moment, and we'll see. As I said, by the end of August, I think after that Old Firm game, we'll start to see what both teams are all about. As I say, I think there's 4 games each until then now. 2 Europa League ties for both sides. Celtic will be playing a real tough team against AZ Alkmaar. Got Hearts this weekend as well. Rangers maybe have a game to just try and get things back again. But look, this is a crazy thing. I think the Old Firm is really getting heating up, and we're really coming to a boiling point. It's going to be a real tasty fixture. Of course, we'll be live on the channel for that one, guys. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Here come Jablonec. Jablonec play it back the way. Now here they come again down that right-hand side. Blocked away there by Celtic. And that goes out of play. I still feel sick about them. That was an opportunity missed there for Rangers. It really was. I said it on the live stream. I said if Rangers at half time being 1-0 up against a 10-man Swedish Malmo, I had said at half time, if Rangers don't get through now, it will be an embarrassment. And they didn't go through, and it is an embarrassment. I'll continue to stick with that one. It's not good enough. It really isn't. Especially, if Rangers want to compete for all the trophies and stuff like that, and build on what they were last year, that game against Malmo was horrendous. It really was one of the biggest embarrassments I've seen in a long time. Here comes Carl Starfelt along that left-hand side here to Greg Taylor. Celtic coming through again. I said Celtic will play AZ Alkmaar next Thursday. Going to be a tasty affair. A big game for Celtic. Big game for AZ Alkmaar. Holland versus Scotland. Balanced in the coefficient. Really tasty fixture, that one, for a place in the Europa League group stages. Celtic are, now that they have won this game, are confirmed a place, are confirmed European football now until the end of the year, at least. If they were to lose to AZ Alkmaar, they will drop down to the Europa Conference League. But if they win, of course, they go to the Europa League group stages. David Turnbull scored both. Ball comes back in again now into the danger area, and Celtic almost going for a third there. Thiago Furuhashi just brought down on his ankle. In fact, Celtic were offside there as we reach the hour mark. It is Celtic 2, Jablonec 0, and Thiago Furuhashi is down holding his ankle. He was offside. Went down in the box. And Celtic fans will be hoping and praying that he's okay. He's been cracking, especially in that Dundee game, and tonight he had the ball in the back of the net. At one point it was offside, of course, but he's been fantastic. He really has. And the referee urging both players to get things going on again. Ball over there, cleared away. Adidas RC says, I'm a Celtic fan, but both the old firm have delusions of grandeur. The days of the Champions League football for either team are gone. No money in Scotland. It's that's not the sake anymore, man. It's well, yes, look, the playoffs, of course, but whoever wins the league this year goes straight to the group stages, so there won't be any playoff rounds to negotiate. So that's what makes this league so important. I've covered a few times on the channel in a video that the Scottish League is literally worth about 3 million quid if you win the Light League title. Here comes Jablonec now. Ball into the danger area and looking to try and get one there, but couldn't quite get a shot on target there. I think Carl Starfelt got in the way. Nice defending by him. But does go out for a corner kick to the away side. Yeah, as I was saying, this, as I say, the 3 million quid I think you get for winning the league in Scotland. An automatic place in the group stage of Champions League next year then makes this league title worth around 40 odd million quid, which is massive, which probably makes this the most valuable Scottish Premiership title ever in terms of money that's at stake. I talked about the Premier League and their finances. Sheffield United last year got £91.5 million for getting relegated last year with all their broadcast deals and all the rest of it. So yeah, I mean, Scottish football definitely needs that injection of the 40 million. So there's so much to play for this year. So it's an interesting season. Now Celtic are coming into form. Rangers wobbling a tiny bit. It makes it, maybe there might be a title race on. Who knows? It's still early days. We'll see what comes at the end of August. I think the whole season will then be panned out, and I can kind of see what will be happening. Albeit, Rangers have still got players, not up to match sharpness. Celtic looking good, but again, you've got to put that tiny little disclaimer in there. They're looking really, really good. 6 goals against Dundee, of course. You can only beat who's in front of you, but Dundee aren't the best team in the league, and neither are Jablonec. And here comes Jablonec again! Ball into the danger area, and a great save there from Joe Hart. That was almost a great chance for Jablonec to get one back there, but that was a great save there from Joe Hart. Jablonec one-on-one there with the goalkeeper. I think it was a Callum McGregor mistake there. He passed it back, and ended up playing in one of the Jablonec strikers, and Joe Hart, point blank range, nice save there, tipped it over the bar, and a real good save there from Celtic's new signing, and that goes out for a corner kick. Ball comes into the danger area, headed down and headed away there again by Celtic, comes back over the tight. Now into the danger area, here's Jablonec again! Oh, and another great save there again from Joe Hart. Oh wow, 2 great saves there from the Celtic number 1. Ball goes over that left-hand side here for Jablonec. No, someone saying, John Duncan says, Rangers have been at a full strength their first team squad. It's the same as last year. Yes, I know it's the same squad, but there's been a lot of, like, you know, your Morelos he's not match sharp. He's been back for a week. You know, you've got Kamara who's been missing in some games. There's players drips and drabs that have been coming back in drips and drabs with the whole like COVID cases and stuff. But look, there is no excuse for Rangers should be up to sharpness. But we'll see what happens by the end of August. Anyway, here comes Thiago Furuhashi. Furuhashi drives forward and brought down there just outside the box. Celtic come back in again. And now here comes Turnbull maybe for a hat-trick. Turnbull in the danger area. Takes a shot. Ball comes in the area. Goalkeeper's away off his line. Comes back into Ralston. And that's blocked by Jablonec there. And that goes out for a corner kick. Wow. Some good saves. Some good saves there from Joe Hart initially earlier on. Update from Aberdeen versus that team they're playing against. Sorry for pronunciation, but they're currently 1-1. Aberdeen still going through as they have the aggregate lead, but Aberdeen do need to be careful as they will not want to be knocked out of the competition. Not sure how long's left in that game, but Thiago Furuhashi is coming off now. Celtic fans have really taken to him. But he comes off now, and looks like Odsonne Edouard is going to be coming on the park now here for Celtic. Yeah, I mean, that game's got around 25 minutes left. Aberdeen just need to be careful. Really need to be careful, in fact. So, yeah, we want to try and get as many Scottish teams. Forget the rivalry, especially with Aberdeen. You kind of want them getting into that Europa Conference League, Rangers and Celtic fans. But ball comes in again. It makes the Scottish League have a bit more money coming into it, albeit it's not that much, but having European football helping the coefficient, etc, etc. But yeah, ball comes back in again now here for Greg Taylor. Now Taylor, Thiago Furuhashi, yeah, he's loved. He's getting out of massive applause there. Someone's saying I've got my mum's hairdryer in my hand. It's the microphone, guys. It's like a big ball. Yeah, not quite a hairdryer. Looks like it maybe. But ball comes in again. Cleared away by Jablonec. Over the top there again down that right hand side. One back by Taylor. Back to Hart. Hart's way out of his box there. Puts it out of play. Now Jablonec back on the ball. Cleared away by Celtic again. And Celtic back in possession. 20 odd minutes left to play here at Celtic Park. Celtic 2. Jablonec 0, and it's Celtic who are winning 6-2 on aggregate. It's been a pretty comfortable display here this afternoon, and Celtic are looking pretty good. Here's Turnbull again, cleared away by Jablonec, and now here they come down that right hand side, maybe looking for a consolation goal or something back in it. Here they come again, pushing forward, nicely cleared away there by Celtic's defence again. Back in again though. Jablonec looking to create another chance. Ball into the danger area, and again a lovely clearance away there by Taylor. Comes back to Christie. Now into Odsonne Edouard. Odsonne Edouard I don't think likes that he's been replaced as the fans' favourite. It was a while ago that the Green Brigade would have been singing his name. However, the way his performances have been going, I don't think Celtic fans particularly care if he goes. They probably just want money for him. Especially if Thiago Furuhashi keeps up his goal-scoring record. 67th minute, the lights are going. And the Celtic fans are singing their usual chant. First time in a long time since that's happened. 500 days they've sung that song. Here's Joe Hart. Sorry for the gulps, dirty. Drinking tea. Dale Hurst says, I have Celtic to win 2-0 on a grand bet. 7-1. Jesus, 7-1. 7 G's. Fair play. I don't know how you guys put fucking a grand on that. A grand. Just whack a grand down on a bet like that. Ball goes out of play again now for Jablonec. Now Jablonec are going to win themselves a throw-in. Celtic Park is lively. Torches are out. It's raining in Glasgow, of course. August doesn't necessarily mean summer here in Scotland. Here comes Tom Rogic now. Rogic pushing forward. Now down that right-hand side for McGregor. Here's Turnbull. Now for Starfelt. Celtic probing forward. Lovely pass in there along that left-hand side here for Rogic. Starfelt. Starfelt plays along that left-hand side here for Christie again. Now here comes Celtic into the danger area. Odsonne Edouard's in there, but the almost looked like a shot on goal there from Greg Taylor. Goes over and hits the top netting there from Celtic. Doesn't quite go through there though. Yeah, just over the top of the bar. Jablonec are going to make a couple of changes here as they go into the park. There's no such thing as a season in Scotland. Yeah, I know. 20 minutes left to play here at Celtic Park. Sinan Kura comes on. Jablonec with the goal kick. They're going to hit this one forward. Flags and banners everywhere in Celtic Park. Full voice. Again, Jablonec there with that double change. Celtic managed to pass it back to Joe Hart. Played along that back line here for Callum McGregor. Now here comes Celtic again. Ball over the top there again. That's cleared away by Jablonec. Noisy at Parkhead this evening. Nice passing around by the Czech Republican side as they go and try and find maybe something, a glimmer of hope. 4 goals they would need to take this to extra time. It's not going to happen, but maybe a consolation goal. Ball goes into the danger area, and there's a header, and that's a lovely clearance there from Celtic. And it's that man, Anthony Ralston, who has been talked about as not being good enough by the Celtic faithful. He's not been bad tonight. Wasn't bad against Dundee either. Wasn't bad against Hearts, in fact. Celtic lost 2-1. Still young. Now here's another Jablonec corner. Those of you betting on corners, congratulations tonight. There's been tons of them. Ball comes in. Again, cleared away by the home side. Comes back in for Jablonec. And there's a free kick won there by Celtic. And now Turnbull's going to come forward. Remember, Turnbull is on a hat-trick. I think there's going to be another couple of changes. I think Sorrow might be coming on. It looks like he's getting his shirt off. Now here comes Celtic again with McGregor. McGregor playing along that left-hand side. They push forward here again. Celtic faithful loving this. Jablonec. And there Celtic has scored again as my stream just completely skipped there and just went straight to the goal. I think it was James Forrest there. Sorry troops, my stream broke up. Ball was passed initially in from David Turnbull into Edouard, and Edouard played it along that line, and I think Forrest got a tap on it there. Edouard tried to chip the goalkeeper. The keeper got a hand to it. It came back out to Forrest, and Celtic have made it 3-0 here. And Celtic, as I said, I don't know what more I need to say. They're definitely through. They were playing AZ Alkmaar next weekend. It's been a professional performance tonight, and the Celtic fans are absolutely loving it. Who are at the stadium. In other news in Scotland, Aberdeen are 2-1 up now with 19 minutes to go. They are 5-3 up on aggregate. They almost look certain that they're going to be going through to the Europa Conference League playoff round. Impressive from Scotland, of course. St Johnstone dropping down into the Europa Conference League as well after losing to Galatasaray. But there we go there, guys. Celtic are 3-0 up here. David Turnbull won't be getting his hat-trick as he is taken off the park here for Albion Ajeti. But yeah, professional performance here from Celtic tonight. And next up for them, of course, is Hearts on Sunday in the League Cup. looking to try and get a bit of payback against Hearts of Midlothian at Celtic Park, remember? They're loving that. Ball comes forward. Dale Hurst loses his bet there, man. Shit. Could not put a grand on that, bro. Montgomery, Sorrow come on the park. Turnbull and Rogic are now off the park here for Celtic for the final 15 minutes of this game. If you've enjoyed tonight, please do smash that like button. We'll be back for Sunday for Celtic versus Hearts. Tomorrow, we're back for Rangers versus Dunfermline. And Celtic doing the huddle. I'm not sure what they're chanting, though. Now be Nigetti. Celtic fans absolutely loving being back, and they're loving this performance by the sound. Yes, Kim, you get a pay rise. Ball comes in over the top. Cleared away again. Ball into the danger area for Jablonec. Yeah, when Celtic used to do that huddle, I'm sure they used to sing, "Here we go, 10 in a row." Is that right? Or now? Do they just change it to, "Let's do the huddle"? No. Okay. Right, I got you. Here comes Sorrow now. Here's Ralston. Now here comes Celtic again. Ball down that right-hand side again now for Christie. A nice little clearance again there from Jablonec. That goes out four-way throw-in. Now another ball over the top. So let's try and create something here. Am I still in Mexico? No, not in Mexico anymore, man. I'm back in England, bro. Back in England. Here's Edouard. Edouard back over to that left-hand side here again. Celtic pushing forward. Lovely pass back along that left line from Greg Taylor. Taylor back to Welsh. Welsh all the way back to the goalkeeper, Joe Hart. Still find it weird, Joe Hart being in goal for Celtic. Weird sight. He's earned his money, though, tonight. He made 2 great saves. Albeit, if they went in, they wouldn't have meant anything anyway, I suppose. But made 2 really good saves. To see as he tries and makes the claim of being Celtic's number 1. It's been a problem for them, and to be fair, if Barkas was in goal, he probably would have let them in. Here comes Stephen Welsh again along the left hand side, back to Greg Taylor along that left hand side here again for Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor passes it back to Carl Starfelt. Starfelt back along that right hand side here again. Now Celtic pushing through, lovely pass there, and trying to play in again there for Celtic, but intercepted there by Jablonec as we're nearly into the last 10 minutes here at Celtic Park. Thank you, Ted. I don't want to use that last name there, mate. Fucking hell. But yeah, cheers, Ted. Thanks for tuning in, mate. If you haven't already, guys, please do smash the old like button. Subscribe if you're new. As I say, we're nearly at 6,700 subscribers. We're trying to get to 7,000 by the end of August, guys. So thank you so much for your support. If you want to leave a donation, that's entirely up to you. There's a little $sign at the bottom right. You can leave a little super chat, a little super sticker if you want. If not, please do just smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, as we're back for Celtic versus Hearts on Sunday in the League Cup. And then, of course, Rangers versus Dunfermline tomorrow in the League Cup. Also, Rangers looking to try and get their season restarted, or rebooted, should I say, after 3 defeats. The first time since 2015, which, to think the stuff that Rangers have been through since then, 3 defeats on the bounce is crazy this time, after just coming off an invincible season. Will they get back to winning ways tomorrow at Ibrox against Dunfermline? And then, yes, on Saturday, Sunday, Celtic will be looking to try and get revenge against Hearts and Midlothian at Celtic Park, of course, in the League Cup. Will they find that and go through to the quarterfinals of the League Cup? And then, of course, at the end of the month, we've got the Old Firm. Sorry, play has been stopped due to an injury here from Jablonec. The Red Baroon says Hibs to win the league this season. I don't think so. They've just won out in Europe. I think if there's any team that's going to stake a claim to win the league, if you want to say, I think Aberdeen maybe have a... Well, they're not going to win the league, are they? But they're definitely looking like a decent side, you know, momentum. That Ramirez, has he scored again tonight, this Ramirez guy from Aberdeen? He looks like a top player. Has he scored? No, Hedges has scored 2 goals tonight as well. But that Ramirez that they bought from America, he's scoring a lot of goals. He's doing really, really well. If they play the Dane again, they could be disqualified. Ball goes out along that right-hand side. Ball over the top, goes out of play again. Jablonec now with the ball. All they're really looking for at this moment in time is a consolation goal here for Jablonec. They've got a corner. They're going to put ball into the danger area. Ball goes into the box and cleared away there by Celtic again. I think that was a foul in the build-up. Not sure what's going to be on. Liam MOC says, gonna be close this year. Rangers look shit and Celtic don't have depth. Man, that's a good point there, to be fair, Liam. That's a good point. They both could be equally thing. Might actually see a third team sort of compete for the title this year. We'll soon see. We'll see. I don't like to take these... I know there's a lot of stuff on YouTube like talking about and debating about it. Who's going to win the league now? Who's going to win the league now? It's too early to see. You know, you need to see this over the end of August and see what happens going into it. As things stand, Celtic have lost a game, won a game. Rangers have lost a game and won a game. It is what it is at the moment. We just gotta see how it is over a period of time. No point guessing. And I know it's our job as football fans to just keep on having these debates and stuff, but. No, we'll get a good idea or a picture of the season by the end of August, I think, after that Old Firm. Joe Hart distributes the ball out to the captain, Callum McGregor. Joe Hart tackled by Jablonec, pullied off the ball there. Jablonec might get a consolation goal. Good defending there by Celtic. Covered Joe Hart there. Joe Hart made a bit of a meal of that one. Ball comes down the right hand side and in the end they give away a free kick. Yeah, Joe Hart trying to play out from the back. In fact, that's why he was dismissed by Pep Guardiola, because he couldn't do that. But Callum McGregor played it off to him. Tried to play around with it there. He kind of pushed off the ball and a great clearance there. I think it was from Carl Starfelt, really getting in the way there and making a clearance. Big Pig says, Rangers fan, and I think it will be closer than I thought. Yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think my predictions suggested Rangers would win the league, like by a canter really, but Celtic. But I did put a disclaimer that there's still time in the window for more players to come through the door. I mean, if Celtic pull off the league title this year, I will be massively, pleasantly surprised. Well, be a massive surprise really, but fair play. But as I said, it's early days at the moment. I'll wait till the Old Firm. Ball comes in now for Celtic! And that just goes out of play there again. Another goal kick to the away side. And this game is pretty much dead. It's done and dusted. As I say, Celtic playing AZ Alkmaar next week on Thursday. A challenging one for Celtic. A real tough challenge. They've got Hearts on the weekend, then AZ Alkmaar. They overcome that one. That would be a huge victory getting into that group stage. That will really lay down a mark. As I said, that's why I'm judging Celtic over and at the end of August, because they've got Hearts this weekend. They've got AZ Alkmaar on Thursday. Well, 2 legs against AZ Alkmaar. They'll have Rangers at the end of the month. So we'll get a good feel to see if this Celtic side are back. And that's when we'll be able to judge them. as I said, so impressive against Dundee and so impressive here tonight as well. But with all due respect to the names they've been playing against, they've been great on the park, but Dundee and Jablonec aren't the greatest of sides. But look, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But not taking anything away from Celtic, they've been very, very, very good. Here comes Jablonec along that left-hand side here again. Ball comes into the danger area as they look for a consolation goal. That just cleared out there and won back by Joe Hart. Can you unhide Transit? Where is he? Why was he hidden? There you go. There you go, he's unhid. Ball comes forward again now for Jablonec. Celtic got one last goal in them left. Ball out of play there. Another yellow card there for Jablonec. Celtic still looking for another one. Montgomery there brought down. The Celtic youth boys. Said 5 to go of the normal 90 minutes left. Not sure how much stoppage time is going to be added on here though. Celtic Park is loud tonight. Here comes Jablonec again, back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart out to that right hand side. What this means now for Celtic, guys, of course, is that they will be playing at least some sort of European football to the end of December. They've qualified for the Europa Conference League group stages. That's done and dusted. They've got that at a minimum now, so Celtic fans will be enjoying European football of some sort. But look, Celtic's ambitions should be with the Europa League group stages. One more money, one better competition. And they will have that chance to get into the group stages against AZ Alkmaar on Thursday across 2 legs. What a tasty tie that's going to be. I am looking forward to that match. There's another substitution here again for Jablonec. Throwing on a couple of players, maybe just a consolation goal. Jablonec's fate are now into the Europa Conference League. They drop down to there now. That goes out of play. Jablonec get another change. Thanks to all that have tuned in. Aberdeen pretty much there now against Breedebilk. They're nearly there across the line now. It's the Europa Conference League. As I say, Hibs are out of Europe. And St Johnstone have dropped down into the Europa Conference League. After a real good tie against Galatasaray, by the way. Here come Stephen Welsh. Welsh over the top. Cleared away there again by Jablonec. Board in again. Jablonec looking for one consolation goal. Taking a shot there and again just goes wide of the post. And that goes out for yet another goal kick. Joe Hart plays that one forward. Joe Hart launches it long. Who do Aberdeen play in the next round? I'll check that one for you, RFC, mate. I think it's going to be against... They will play... Galatasaray got Randers. Let me have a little look. So St Johnstone have got Vojvodina or Lask. Vojvodina from Serbia. That's a very doable tie. And Lask, they could win that one. And then Aberdeen have got, should they be able to see out the next couple of minutes, they have got Karabag. Ooh, that's a tough tie, that. Karabag. It's a tough one, but it's still doable for sure. They should be winning that one. David Turnbull's been given the man of the match from Celtic. 2 goals tonight. As I said, he has been, and rightfully so, at the start of the season was a bit absent, but really in the last 2 games now he's really shown why he should be in the starting lineup. 2 goals tonight and a really, really good performance against Dundee. But 9 goals in 2 games for Celtic will fill them with confidence going into that game against Hearts on Sunday. A big test. It's an up. I think it's that next step for Celtic. As I said, they've beat 3 wins on the bounce. So, 2 against Jablonec, 1 against Dundee. But I think Hearts are a step up in quality, and we'll see what this Celtic side are all about. And then AZ Alkmaar again, tough tie. But an interesting one. It's going to be Malfortune. We will be live for that game as well. Ball comes back over there again. Jablonec just holding on to the ball as they clear it away. Ball over the top. Starfelt back to Joe Hart. Comes along that back line. Plays it all the way back to Joe Hart. Cleared away by Sorrow. We are at the 90-minute mark now, guys. This game is pretty much dead and done. Well, it's done and dusted ages ago, but it's just keeping possession here. Celtic, have they got another goal in them left? Ball comes forward now here for... Montgomery there's just turned into Cafu on that left-hand side. Ball comes into the danger area and, Edouard just can't quite get onto that one. And there you go, guys. That'll be an Ejeti there also. We'll just get confirmation how much stoppage time's added on. I think that's it, though. Don't think there is going to be stoppage time. I think Celtic have got the win here. 3-0 on the night. And 7-2 on aggregate. That is a big result there for Celtic. 3 wins on the spin. And now play AZ Alkmaar in the next round of the tie. Turnbull and Forest both getting on the score sheet. Turnbull getting on the score sheet twice. An interesting game though. A really, really interesting game there. Celtic 3, Jablonec 0. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. What a night it's been. It's been a good night. It's been an okay night for Scottish football. Aberdeen pretty much through. Hibs out. But we're back tomorrow for Rangers versus Rangers versus Dunfermline in the League Cup as they look to try and get things underway again for their season. Please do tune us in for that one. Lask, it almost looks like they're going to be playing St Johnstone there. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Like and subscribe. We'll be back again for a Celtic game. It is Celtic v Hearts on Sunday. Yeah, maybe bring out a new video. I don't know yet. I've had a good one tonight anyway. But yeah, see you all tomorrow, troops. Take care. Look after yourselves. Good night. Enjoy.